Okay, so I'm going to start with the night table that's beside the futon in the rabbit room. I did a cage tour on the rabbit room, by the way. It's in one of my previous videos, but it's fairly new if you guys want to check it out. So it's kind of dark in here, I apologize for that. But in here I've got binder clips. This one is all zip ties. We have a water bottle brush, as well as a brush just to sweep up little messes in the cages. I don't use that one too much now that I have the shop vac. There is cleaning solution back there, which is just water and vinegar mixed together, and you can get spray bottles at the dollar store. I've got baking soda. There's a pack of critical care, which I think every rabbit owner should have on hand. You can get this from your vet, or you can order it from a lot of places online. I know Rabbit Rescue now carries it in their shop. This is just a whole bunch of different kind of grooming supplies and stuff. So I'm missing the one brush, the cat brush. That's the one I usually use when they're shedding, and Ollie is shedding like crazy right now, so I've probably left it in our room somewhere. But I have this little brush. This one is good for the guinea pigs because they're really sensitive, so it's just like a nice soft bristle brush, or for really short-haired rabbits like Willow. This is a flea and tick comb. I don't use that very much, but every once in a while I'll go through and just make sure nobody's got any issues. I do keep 2 X-Acto knives up here just for cutting up cardboard and making little hidey huts out of the cardboard boxes I bring home. Here are 2 different kinds of nail clippers. I use these, oh my goodness, I use these binder clips to hang toys from the top of the cage. They're great because they snap closed, but they open and close easily, so you're not having to fight with hooks and stuff at the top of the cage. Then I have this stuff I recommend for really small abrasions. This is even safe on birds. It is for pretty much every animal. This might seem kind of like a weird thing to keep in here, canestin, but this is actually really good for fungal ear infections on your guinea pigs. So they are known to get things like ringworm or other fungal infections, and this can actually clear it up. So I know when I got Sam, he had just a little bit of ringworm. It was starting, and you can see it because it almost creates a ring around their fur. So I was using this once a day, and then once a day also putting Vaseline on there just to stop the area from drying out because they're pretty sensitive. But it's an antifungal cream, and within a week it was totally cleared up. It was great. I did double check because I had done a lot of research and seen it that people were using this online. I called the vet and asked, and he said, yeah, try that first before booking an appointment. So I just keep that in here. This is just a 1/4 cup measuring cup. That's what I use to measure out the guinea pig food and the rabbit food. The guinea pigs should get about 1/8 of a cup a day, but because there's 2 of them, I just put a 1/4 cup in there. And then back here I have, I don't really need this, I just keep it in case, but the reason I've got this is one of those face masks. When my uncle had cancer last year, we had to wear these when we came to visit, just because he had no immune system, but I thought it might be good to keep on hand, just if I'm doing any cleaning or anything, but obviously I haven't needed it because I use natural cleansers, so, but I just thought I'd keep that. And then in here I have, I'm gonna have to hurry this up. So in here I have my dosages of Revolution for the rabbits, as well as a couple syringes. So I just keep that all in there. This is their big box of rabbit treats, which I haven't had to pay for any of those because I get them free every year at Bumfest, and they don't get that many of them, but they love when that box comes out. And then in the last bin, I have, oh, some silly little plaques I painted and never put them up. And then just some harness, vests and harness that I don't really use. So those are in that bottom one. Oh, this one came out. I knew I dropped one earlier. There we go. So just put that in. So that's the storage in the nightstand. And when you have a lot of pets, you really do need to maximize your storage, and it is good to keep organized. Just so that you know where everything is. It saves you a lot of time. So, next up, under the futon, I have specialty hay. This container's empty right now, but when I do buy those like mixed hays or Bermuda grass or any of that kind of stuff, it just goes in here. Then I have 2 bins that I keep regular hay in. The rest of the hay gets stored downstairs, so these are empty right now because I need to bring up some more hay and fill up these bins. But what I do is I keep these bins full and then keep the rest of the hay in the basement, which you'll see in a bit. But I gave the rest of the hay that was up here to the rabbits this morning. And then this one is litter. So this one is that really nice smelling KT litter bedding that I'm always raving about. So that's kept in here. Oops. And they just perfectly fit under my futon. Okay, so this is the bottom of one of my bookcases. Hello, Willow. Oh, you want a little snuggle? You want a little snuggle? You're so sweet. Okay, so in this container here, I just keep a whole bunch of toys that I alternate between putting in cages. So that's in that one. I can't get it closed because I've moved something around. And, sorry, I had the shop vac in the way. Over here, I have another container. This is that carrot patch that I bought. Don't mind the carpet. Some of the bunnies some of them get out and then they pee in front of the cages. Steam cleaning is next on my list today. I did a couple other rooms, so. And then we have a whole bunch of other toys in here. Lots of toys for you guys. And, oh, I'm going to have to get the ladder. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm really short, so I had to grab my little step ladder. So just underneath, whew, these are the curtains above Rocky and Honey's cage. So up here I keep pine cones, apple sticks. Cozy Comforts are snuggle sacks and stuff that I've made, but they're all in the laundry right now, and I'm still working on them, so I haven't made that many. This is Carefresh, so I use that in one of the guinea pig litter boxes. And then on this side, I have, this is a little disorganized. These are actually, when I was doing my organization in the basement, I bought a few extra containers, but I figured eventually I'll fill them up. So right now they're just sitting here. There's a little more Carefresh that I guess I could probably fit in that bag now. Sorry, this is really tricky. Then I just have some igloos and willow tunnel. The rabbit food is there. Guinea pig food is there. And those are the old water dishes for the guinea pigs that I don't use anymore because they love to play in their water and I switched to water bottles for them. And that's just that hay box I think I've mentioned before that I use during free range time. So that's just up in the closet here. So now we'll move on to my spare room because I've got some more things in there. Okay, so we're now in the closet of my spare room. And on the left here, that's some sewing stuff. But on the left I have all my tunnels, my grid pen for the guinea pigs when they go outside, the cat castle, these foam mats that I put down. That's pretty much all free range toy stuff. These tunnels, I love them because they do collapse and they have little ties to tie them up. But at the end of the night when I'm ready to go to bed and I'm cleaning up their floor time, the last thing I want to do is sit there for 10 minutes and tie them all up. So I just leave them kind of open and they're all stuffed there. So down here, shoot, I don't know how well you can see that. This one says Cozy Comforts again. This isn't handmade stuff though. These are just beds and stuff that I've got from the dollar store. This one is bedding. It's all towels. Towels and blankets that are either used under the guinea pig fleece or they're used for a floor dime. This is also bedding, but this one is all fleece. Then this one here is floor time toys. I try to kind of keep the toys that are meant for their cages and their floor time toys separate. Usually the floor time toys like that willow tunnel or the willow teepee that I showed you are quite a bit more expensive, so I don't like putting them in the cages because they'll be gone within a couple days, and this way they get to last longer. Bedding in use is because when I have everyone out for floor time, I don't need to change the bedding every time because they're pretty good at using their litter boxes, but I don't want to mix the bedding that isn't like really clean with the clean bedding that's back in these purple containers. So I just have a bedding in use container, so I'll use these ones a couple times or a week or however long until I feel like they're kind of getting yucky, and then I'll wash them. By yucky, I do not mean they're disgusting and I wait until they're gross and I wash them. I just mean if they start peeing on them and stuff, then I'll throw them in the wash and they'll go back in the clean bedding. And this is not rabbit related, this is cotton batting for sewing. And then there's a whole bunch of more toys up here. Some of these are rabbit toys, some of them are guinea pig toys. And we're gonna go down to the basement now because that's the last spot where I have rabbit stuff.